Hello, and a good Monday morning to you, my Perulian whack-a-mole, Devonshire cream cappuccinos, coffee cheers to you. It is me, Hallie, with today's weekly reading book review, and I will try to calm down. However, we are going to make this a quick one because I'm about to hit the road. If you saw yesterday, I'm headed up to Highlights in Pennsylvania for a middle grade writing retreat, whatever, with Laurel Snyder and the Erin Entrada Kelly, and I'm super excited and have way too many books packed and notebooks and pens and all the things, and at least I'm driving, so I have room for it all. So again, coffee cheers to you, and let's talk about the books I did manage to read this week, none of which, as I predicted last week, were graphic novels. So here's what I actually read. The first one I finished was Orphan Island by Laurel Snyder. So hopefully after this video, I'll remember to go put it in the car so she can sign it for me when I get to meet her. This was middle grade fiction, a little bit of magic. I loved how mysterious she left it. And it was heavy without being depressing. It was just really lovely. It was like if Lord of the Flies was cozy, if that's possible. A small child appears to the island. The eldest child takes them in their care. Well, the second eldest takes them in their care, and then the eldest child gets in that same boat and leaves the island, and our heroine doesn't want to leave, and things start happening. So really beautiful, really well written, just incredible. And so different, and I loved it. So Orphan Island, Laurel Snyder. Okay, the next one I read, I picked this up at the Strand. It was even teenier than I expected. Like, it's barely a chapter book. It's barely a short story, but it's CATWINGS by Ursula K. Le Guin, Queen Ursula, and super short, super tiny. There's cats with wings. They leave their mom, and kids find them. The end. But it was cute, and it's a series, apparently. So, and it was shiny, and I liked it. I also read The Village Beyond the Mist by sachiko kashiwaba. This was obviously translated from the Japanese into English, and the selling point is that it's what inspired Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away film, very loosely. Like, I can see tiny pricks of what sparked his imagination for that book, but it is not Spirited Away, the book, at all. There's one sketch that looks like the big crow lady, whose name I can't remember because I ran out of coffee, and other things, the mask, whatever, but it's very different. Very much loved it. I expected it, again, by the reviews. I don't know what I read at least the blurbs, like the starred blurbs, whatever. I expected it to be more Phantom Tollbooth-esque and quirky, but it made sense to me, which is fine. I guess it's fine for a book to make sense. But I wanted it a little weirder, but it was really sweet and cool. And it's definitely portal magic fantasy, which I love and hope to write one day. Also, I did get this from Books of Magic. You can see their book stamp right there. Yay, when I was in New York and Brooklyn, whenever that was, end of last month. And look how cool the bookmark is. And then it's just backwards, like boop, boop. So clever, so simple, so clever. Love a good bookmark design. Okay, the next one I finished, I stayed up way too late last night to finish because it was just good and a page turner. This is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This was a early release from Book of the Month, so I got it in September, and poof, I actually read it this month and read it as soon as it arrived, or almost. Anyway, okay, so Stephanie, I love you. This cover didn't do it for me, but it's her adult debut, so I get it. It's got to look like the other adult fiction titles. It's definitely giving me Blake Lively Gossip Girl vibes, the cover, but it was way better than that. It is a lot more, if you liked the Starless Sea meets the Hazelwood and put it in Old Hollywood, which none of that is true, but they put that in a blender and you get this book. So it might not be for all people, but I love how she can put like all of the fantasies I want to write about into one book, and it works, and I loved it. So there's a time crunch, there's a quest, there is secret clues, and there's life and death stakes. And did I say there's a ticking clock? Yeah. There's fables that may or not be true about Hollywood and magic and buying a sidecar for the devil at a hotel bar. And who do you trust? And Gracious, again, it kept me awake. It comes in at like a little over 300 pages, and read it in a day and a half because it was good. Also shiny, and mine has pretty sprayed edges. So if you're a Stephanie Garber fan, for sure. And again, if you like Starless Sea or the Hazelwood and don't mind a little there's no content, so whatever. Do with that information what you will, but thoroughly enjoyed that because I'm me. Okay, currently reading because I couldn't fall asleep because road trip day. After I finished Alchemy of Secrets, I picked this up and read the first dozen or so pages. This is Val McDermid, Queen M. Not gonna say it out loud, just because Shakespeare nerd here. We don't do that. Anyway, my friend Sarah gave this to me for my birthday. Thoroughly enjoying it. So this is, it's kind of like two timelines, like one after Shakespeare's title character here, the Scottish plays king, has died in battle, but it's also flashbacks to when Lady M first met him, and I am loving it. And Sarah, who bought this book for me, you're gonna love it because she is Queen of Scotland herself. So thoroughly enjoying that. Oh, it's super tiny too. So reading that. And don't ask me how many books I packed for my road trip because just don't. But I am reading again for like the 8th time, Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Croww. I run a local book club, and I asked for Dark Academia, can never say that word, or boarding school book. And I picked my own. So this is sort of boarding school, but it's actually a fancy hotel, and it's middle grade, and I love this series. And I know I've told you guys this recently that number 4, Silverborn, just came out, but I can't wait because this is the first time in a year that I have forced my book club to read middle grade. It's the first time we're reading middle grade together, and I'm so excited because it's my jam, yo. So gonna get to reread that and think up questions for discussion for my wonderful book group. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna reheat my coffee, put it in my to-go mug, and get out of here. So let me know what stories you're reading, loving, enjoying. 2 posts back after, oh look, it's me as a baby. After that post, yes, the Crayola crayon one, that closes tonight. So if you want me to wrap you a crayon at the birthplace of Crayola, soul of my heart, enter that giveaway. Okay, because I just might be there someday soon. Okay, coffee cheers to you. Yeah, okay, I'll stop talking.